So the leaks were posted for Derieri. You can find them on X, Twitter, Reddit, the Discord. But I want to go over them and see if some of my predictions was accurate. To summarize my predictions, essentially to try to buff Meli, but also being a DPS or sub DPS. Looking at the leaks, and again, don't know if these are accurate or not. I'm first going to go over her three weapons. So the three weapons was officially announced: Gauntlets, Dark, Greatsword, Fire, and Axe, Darkness. So let me cover, or let me look at her axe first. So I thought her axe would be the main, or not a main DPS, but like a burst DPS. So I was wrong there. This is a support. Her DPS is the gauntlets, which again makes sense. But her having an axe, I thought was going to be like a big DPSer. So these are a little bit blurry. At least the source I got it from. But looking at the actual attacks here, without reading all of them, it looks like a lot of it is based off normal skill damage. So um, the key words to look for is increases allied darkness heroes normal skill damage. So that would apply to your other characters. When an up here, um, allied hero increases allied darkness, additional darkness damage equals 30% of Deri's when a team hero on the caster side. So again, the way they word this is essentially that means it can apply to other darkness units or someone else on the team. So just looking at this, decreases enemy darkness resistance by 3% for each normal attack hit. So Meli doesn't do normal attacks hit, or at least you wouldn't use them. So that means it's probably going to be from Deri. So looking at the normal attack, flicks damage equals is that 69%, and then it increases on the hits. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more to come on that. The next one is special attack, flicks damage 142% of attack. So she's going to be based off attack. Increases allied darkness heroes normal skill damage by 50%. Wow, that's a lot when attacking an enemy with darkness burst activated. So she's going to increase 50% damage and normal skill damage when darkness burst increases. So that screams Meli to me. Unless I'm reading this wrong, let me know. Additional darkness damage equal to or her normal skill. So this would be the E on PC. Additional darkness damage equals 30% of Deri's attack when a team hero on caster's side is hit by darkness normal skill by a darkness normal skill. Wait, that's just worded strangely. Let me go back. Inflicts damage equal to 200% of attack, then applies Night Bloom. So Night Bloom. So essentially it's a debuff. Night Bloom is increases darkness damage 30% of Deri's attack when team hero on caster's side is hit by a darkness. So when you're hit by a darkness skill, then you will get 30% darkness damage based off Darius' attack. I guess that's kind of strange. I guess some content you're going to want to get hit by her. I don't know. Am I reading that wrong? I don't know. Inflicts damage equal to 50%. So that's her tag skill. Okay. And then inflicts damage equal her ultimate at 313% of attack, attacking enemies with darkness burst. Activated increase crit damage by 60%. Wow. That's a lot of damage. Again, if it's combined as well, the final strike moves the target's darkness burst. So that's pretty cool. That's essentially like a big burst damage, and it's using the entire burst skill. So probably want to save this for at the end because it doesn't say it scales off the darkness burst. So when there's just a little bit left, do the ultimate damage. So her skills look pretty good. That's for Axe. So let's look at her potentials for Axe. axe. Increases attack, amplify normal attack. So they want you to do a little bit, or well, again, the level 1 to 5 is usually not much. 5 is when you start seeing some gains potentially. So here's that darkness burst. So it's going to increase the range and attack skill by 60% when they have the darkness burst duration. Amplifies power Night Bloom by 50%. Wow. That's on level 6 sounds pretty good. Final strike, a normal skill inflicts additional damage equal to 220 attack. Normal skill. Okay. I can't fully calculate that right now. Again, I'm kind of thinking the play scenarios in the head. In my head, would you use Derieri or switch to Meli? And because this is only going to be for Derieri, increases attack defense. Okay, amplifies the ultimate move skill power by 120, increases ultimate moves defense shatter by 20%. Okay, that seems okay, but again, this is more of a support role. So would you use this? I guess in a combine ult maybe? Using normal skill increases all allied, there's the keyword again, all allies heroes darkness attack by 30% and the heroes attack for 30 seconds. Okay, that sounds pretty good. The final strike of the ultimate move inflicts damage equal 35% of attack. I'm not sure equals attack. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is a big deal, but this one right here, all allies darkness attack by 30%. Yeah, Meli's gonna love that. So definitely gonna be a buffer to Meli. How much? I can't. I don't know yet. So looking at Greatsword, look at the Greatsword skills first. So again, this is a support. It's not supposed to be a DPS, or but just based off the icon. So passive is when an allied hero attacks an enemy with decreased fire defense. Fire hero's ultimate move, so that screams Escanor to me, and combined attack crit damage increase. Wow. So Escanor is going to love that. Flicks damage equal to 65% of attack. Okay, that's the normal attack. Increases damage equals 66% attack, 7% of the whole team's remaining HP. Again, this screams Escanor to me. Then decreases fire defense by 20. I don't think that's going to matter. Then decreases, oh, their fire defense. For some reason, I was thinking like removes your self fire defense. I'm like, okay. And defense for, okay, that's another debuff. Seems kind of similar, like she's buffing Escanor and Meli in similar ways. Increases all allied heroes fire attack by 30% of heroes attack, in base off attack. Then inflicts damage equal to 114. Okay, so her damage. So she's increasing fire attack. So again, another Escanor buff. Inflicts damage equal to 50. Okay, that's just attack. All right, so her ultimate first hit inflicts damage equal to 3 of attack, 21% of remaining HP, then inflicts damage equal to 20% of it. 3% of whole team. Wow, this is so long. Um, for them to like do all this calculation, I don't know if they're going the Grand Cross route where I remember several years ago, the ultimates were kind of simple, and then it kind of turned into the more language they put on the ultimate, the more powerful that ultimate was. So right now it's kind of hard to really determine how great this is. Obviously, it's going to be another buff for Escanor. Each hit of the attack increases ultimate move or combined attack damage taken by enemies. Okay. So similar buff to fire, mostly Escanor. I guess you could use Gila. And then the only darkness really is Meli at this point in the game. So it looks like it's pretty good buffs. We'll look at our potentials on Greatsword. Okay, increase normal attack, amplifies normal skill. Okay, final strike of special inflicts. Okay, more damage for her. The special attacks fire defense reduction additionally increases by 10%. Okay, that seems pretty good. an extra, not an extra debuff in it, but an increase of the debuff. Amplify special attack, a special attack HP boost, 10%. The final strike of normal skill inflicts damage. Okay. So far, this is all her damage. I'm trying to see where is buffing the team. When the additional damage lands, target's ultimate move and combined attack damage taken increase by 50%. The target's ultimate. Wow. So level 7 is looks pretty good. Um, when the additional damage lands, the target's ultimate move and combined attack damage taken. So again, I'm thinking Escanor increases by 50%. Increases attack by 50%. Okay, that's normal buff. Increases normal skill maximum fire attack increase by 3,000. That's a big number, but I don't know exactly how to translate that into damage. Sounds like a lot though. Sounds like a lot. Using normal skill increases all allied fires defense shatter by 15%. That's pretty good. I've noticed in this last Duroc boss using defense shatter on Gother actually is very noticeable and is very small. I think it's what 10%. So this is probably going to be pretty good. P9 and P10 slightly increases ultimate move's range, increases ultimate move and combined attack. Crit damage of fire heroes of allies in range by 50%. Okay, so wow, that looks like a significant boost for Escanor. Why don't they just add some of this to Escanor? Buff Escanor. Interesting. Okay, so I was kind of what I was thinking. She was being a sub DPS and a buffer. Looks like she can, or she is going to do some damage, and she's definitely buffing the rest of the team. How much damage this actually equates to, I can't determine. Maybe someone else can. Um, so would she be considered a sub DPS or just buffing and then tagging out using a another character? But the way it sounds like it, because like the combined ultimate move, um, I don't know if you have to have her on field to do the damage or if she's just combined and it applies no matter who is the main character. So something to consider. Let's go back to her gauntlets now. So this is her DPS. So I'm expecting a lot of damage out there. So her normal attack, 139 of attack. That sounds high, but normally you don't use normal attack. But again, Derieri maybe, just because the type of unit she is. Comes immune to reactions. Okay. Inflicts damage equal, wow, 574 of attack. If all lands hit, so this is going to do 4 hits. The hero's ultimate move magic consumption decreases by 50%. Okay, more to come on that. Inflicts damage equal to 501% of attack with the final strike inflicting showdown. Okay, so the final attack, 2 hits, increases damage taken by the caster by 30%. Inflicts damage equal to 10% of the caster's attack. Okay, so it's adding a debuff. So 30% more damage. Okay, seems pretty good. Inflicts damage equal to 120%. Okay, that's just a tag. Pretty good though for a tag. Inflicts damage equal to her combo ultimate. 1,150% of attack. First strike stuns. Then does 3 hits. Each hit does, wow, pretty high percentage. Does not consume magic. An ultimate move Devastator becomes available when strike combo is max stacks. Strike combo. Inflicts damage equal to 600. Then removes strike combo. The strike combo is the passive. Hero gains strike for 5 seconds with each hit on the enemy. Okay, so with the hits, what are the cooldowns for this? not seeing the cooldowns? So chances are these might have a slightly high cooldown. So you will use normal attacks to get the strike combo and then do your, so you can do ultimates. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Her percentages look pretty high. Again, I'm not sure how that's going to equate to damage, but yeah, that looks pretty good. And it's not relying on burst, at least it seems. So yeah, it does seem like she could be a main and if not sub DPS, or even melee be sub DPS when a burst is activated, and when there's no burst, either be building burst or can use Derieri. So that's kind of what I thought they would go with. I think that's pretty good. Again, someone correct me if I'm wrong. I may be looking at this completely different. So let's see what the passive is for gauntlets or potentials. Okay, increase attack power, blah blah blah. Level 5 while 25 or more stacks of strike combo. Again, that's the normal attack. Are active. The hero's crit damage increases. So they incentivize you to do normal attack. So again, it's probably her Q and E, her normal skill, special skill, probably goes on cooldown. Then you would just be doing normal attack. That seems like a pretty nice buff just for normal attacks. Amplifies the ultimate skill power by 65%. Amplifies additional damage by 50%. Wow, so P6 looks pretty good. Slightly increases range of normal skill and additionally increases showdown damage again. The normal skill or normal attack of strike combo by another buff. Wow, so 7 looks pretty good. Increases attack. Okay. Number 9, P9, amplifies the ultimate by 125%. Increases hero's defense shatter by 20%. Jeez. Wow, Meli might just take the bench here. Or Meli might become the sub DPS. I thought Derieri would become sub DPS. I guess whoever has a higher potential. Slightly increases the range of special attack. Increases the hero's crit damage by 100%. Jeez. When landing special skill. Okay, only special skill attacks. The number of hits the special attack's second hit increases by 1 and the third by 2. So that seems like, yeah, she's going to do a lot of damage with her gauntlets. Wow. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Let's see, where was it at? So her equipment, max HP boost is active on the hero. Each hit of an enemy increases. Well, let's just look at level 3. Ally fires ultimate damage by 5, so 3, 4, 5. Okay, so more ultimate damage. Increases all allies fire heroes crit damage. So she's not gonna have a darkness, or maybe it just hasn't. It's not known yet. This may be her her outfit for fire. Reduce fire defense. Wait. Increases all allies fire heroes crit damage dealt to enemies with reduced fire defense by 40%. Yeah, who does reduce fire defense? Or does do that? I was trying to think anyone outside Escanor does. Gila do that? I rarely use her. So definitely a boost to Escanor. Let's see. Is there another equipment passive? She doesn't have equipment for darkness? Or it's probably just not known. So overall, wow. I think, yeah, she's going to be pretty good. I definitely like what I'm seeing here. I kind of wish she buffed Meli's, or somehow they buffed Meli's longsword and greatsword, not the or I'm sorry, dual swords and greatsword, just because longsword is, you know, his main weapon. In particular, you know, his gluttonous weapon. They gotta do something with it. It's just kind of, it's still good, but it should be better, right? Much better. But yeah, overall, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Buffing for more teams, so you can make more, um, have different dynamics in your gameplay, fire and darkness, and or you can use her as an individual darkness if for some reason you started after Meli or you didn't get Meli, and you have Derieri for your main DPS of darkness. It looks pretty good, yeah. So she'll be out in what, 2 days now that they announced. And I'm probably going to P10 her. We'll see. Again, she was my most anticipated commandment. Um, that and then maybe Zeldris. The other commandments I don't really care too much about. But yeah, looking forward to her.